listen. I want cash.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of
Big Sisters East Africa.
Najua mmetumiss because we've also missed you. Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's even been a minute for
all of
us.
us.
much
Yeah,
so.
it's good to see you
Skills,
guys.
I'd like to say I'm back because
Yeah.
I missed the last few
Welcome.
episodes.
We're glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
karibu,
Nilikuwa
karibu.
nasikia FOMO. I'm
No.
watching these
Sorry.
videos and I'm like,
Sawa.
it's fine. I'm back.
Yeah. So today, the topic we're gonna be discussing is money, honey, all about the choms. Yeah. So I wanna ask
Coins,
you guys.
the dollars, the dead presidents.
Pressure.
Guys.
Yeah.
Pressure.
I wanna ask you guys, how did you learn about money management?
Let me tell you, I know. When I was a kid, when I was very young, around 5, my mom used to bribe me and, well,
Show me.
Rob-
Show me.
No. Bribe is the wrong word. She used to entice me and my brother to read books by paying us.
Incentive.
Yeah.
Gambling on your education.
Not gambling on it. No, as in leisure, books for leisure. So she'll be like, for every book you read, you get 5 bob. Let me tell you, 5 bob was big back then.
It was.
Yes.
Yo, those are 5 patkos.
Yeah.
You know, or five Mr.
Ball
Berries.
Mr.
Yeah,
Berry.
so I hated it, yo. But I would do it whenever I was like, I want sweets. So I would be like, I would read so that I could get it.
How long
That's
are
so
the pages
nice.
you are reading?
It was those ones of, what were those?
small
The
ones
small
of Got
ones
Matata
of,
and
yes.
Peter and Jane.
Peter and Jane, yes. It was those ones.
Yeah.
And they had pictures, so it wasn't that
that
bad. It
bad.
wasn't that bad. It was a good deal when you think about it. And so even just trying to that thing of knowing, like, okay, I don't want to read 2 books. So when I read this one book and keep this 5 bob, I need to know how to finesse that 5 bob. So I think that's where it started for me.
Yeah.
Very, very early. Yeah.
Interesting.
Who else?
Gosh.
Jenny, what you got?
Do I got anything? I think for me, maybe it's when I started working, like doing part-time stuff like modeling and stuff with now Dendry, now when I'm getting like a paycheck. Because even when I used to be given money like to sustain me during uni.
Yeah.
Hey, Vanna. Bad manners.
Comes and goes very fast.
It's like
Yeah.
oh, now you don't have anything to sustain you and go out. And also, I think in high school, when we used to be given like pocket money,
Yeah.
I think that's when I used to like try and know how to manage my money and my finances, because canteen inafunguliwa, unaenda kununua stuff, check how much money you have left for the next 3 months before you go home. Yeah, and then I was disciplined then, but then now I'm trying to get back in track. That's where
You got it.
I'm getting there.
How about you,
I
Jones?
really don't know. But I think the same thing, the pocket money. And I started in primary because I went to boarding in primary.
Yeah.
So it was understanding how to maneuver with that pocket money. Though I would say, because I was still young, I didn't understand like things like where money comes from. And I wasn't saving at for in case. Me, I was just saving in case.
Because you're
ile
being
top.
told maybe, Amma?
No, I was just saving like ile top nataka na kubuy tu ile top. Or I need money right now to do this that I need to do
Yeah.
now. And then I'm done. So the more I grew up, even for me, uni, when I started now earning money, apart from the one that was used to be given for upkeep, I started now earning extra.
Small.
Yeah. So I was just like, okay, now I started understanding how to maneuver with that.
Okay.
The saving, the budgeting, all those things. So yeah, I think I would say I started well in uni is when I started now understanding
How to manage money. For me, I feel like like you're saying, you don't really understand the value of certain things when you're young. So you're being told save, but it's just like, save for what? It's to buy something that you want. You get, like when you go to the store and you are being told you can't get extra crisps. It's just like, I got my own money to get my crisps. Get my extra crisps. Yeah. So I think in terms of now managing, I'm just starting to get a handle on managing money. Otherwise, before it was just to get money, you spend it, but not really thinking ahead as to, how to just spread the money well and how to use the money well, what you're spending it on. Is this useful or is it not? So just finding that balance. I've just arrived.
Honestly, I think my journey with money has been very long, as I said, from when I was a kid. So I was one of those lucky children who got an allowance from a very youngish age. By the time I think I came home from boarding school, I was getting an allowance. Actually, even during the holidays and stuff like that, I'll be told,
given
here's your monthly allowance. Don't come to me for anything.
Okay, Miss Kwambe.
Because it's like,
because you have to manage the money. You have to manage the money.
That's where the problem comes now.
The thing is, imagine this is like me in form or whatever, year 11 or whatever, or even year 9, you're being given 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. My mom went to the economy, so as every year it would increase, I'd get a salary review.
Oh,
yeah,
we love it.
So it was
When
not
I
like
grow up.
little money.
Yeah.
So that's why she would be like, I've given you
Enough.
this amount.
That's
Where is
actually
it gone?
such a
Why are you
good
coming
line.
back to me?
Come to me for nothing. Because whatever it is you want to go for, I've given you enough money to do it every week.
Yeah.
If you want to. If you plan yourself well. So I think that's where I started
I actually
that.
like that
That's
routine.
amazing.
It really helped.
Right,
And
because
I
I think-
I saw the advantage of that.
But I think even for me, it teaches you as from a young, how even at times we watch movies and like some of these teens or youth are given allowance through like if you wash the car. This is
Yes,
so
you
it
work for
teaches you
it.
even how like it's not easy to actually just have money. You
Yeah,
actually
it
kinda
does
have
come
to earn.
from
So,
nowhere.
yeah.
It doesn't come from nowhere. Yeah.
Because you
like
see,
that.
even for us in our household, it's not like because we split cooking, you wash your own clothes, you clean your own room and stuff like that, and it was expected of you. So
And now
there's
if you're
kind
doing
of a
it with
tie
your
to
allowance,
it, yeah. So
it
it's
makes
like
you even,
you're
I
being
like that.
It also
compensated,
builds
quote
a habit
unquote.
as well.
It just also builds.
And
yeah,
then
that's true.
luckily enough, because my mom has a background in finance, when I was in uni, I think my second year, I did like a financial management course.
Okay, that's so nice.
Oh my gosh, it made the biggest difference. Because you see, they teach you how, because in that class, it was one of those ones, I really love the facilitator, because he was like, listen, you guys are in uni. Some of you have pocket money, are given pocket money. Some of you have your side hustles and stuff like that. I'm not telling you to save for that, for a car or whatever. What I'm saying, you're given how much to go to school? 100 bob. Yeah? 100 bob to go and come back. 50-50.
Transport.
Sometimes you leave class and transport is 30 bob. So he was like, what I want you to do for this week, before the next class, save every extra amount that you have whenever that happens. So the 20 bob from the fare, the 30 bob from this,
10
the 10. So people came back at the end of the week and people were like, Allah, I saved like 1,000 bob at the end of the month. And it's like, this is 1,000 bob that you can now go and watch that movie, buy that top, do that this. So that's where now it became
I'm
like,
gonna steal that for this coming week just to see.
Just to see.
I'm gonna do that for myself.
yeah.
You guys should also try it.
Try it, guys.
Yeah, what Mook
Eat.
said, like just any extra that you have, maybe if you budget daily amounts, just try and save the balance that you need just for a week. Let's see how it's going to go.
If you don't have to buy that smoky, don't buy it.
Oh my gosh, I was about to say that.
You called me out.
I was about to say, no, my issue is that
There's
30 bob. I'm
it's
already
a
looking
PD.
at a pin pop. I'm looking at smocha. Chapa is that?
But it's because it's extra money that you didn't expect to
it's like
have.
just pocket change, and then I'm
It's
like,
like,
I usually have 100 bob to spend for this day. Hey Jaisha,
yeah.
Sonic can spend 20
So now
bob,
imagine
Makena
the
10 bob.
saving.
Yeah.
Every other.
It makes a difference.
Okay, so with that said, I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris Brown.
Yeah, what's the transition been like for you from being dependent on somebody else's finances to now being you're having to depend on yourself to manage your own money, to earn your own money, and you know how you're gonna spend it?
Because, oh my god. I just recently, okay, not recently, it's been 2 years now, like moved out. It's not
Big girl
Recently.
shoes.
Yeah.
Big girl shoes.
I won't lie, the first time I moved out, I thought, I don't know, for some reason, I just thought I was still under my parents because I still had that kabibi in me. So, like, had the discussion with my folks, we are moving out, I'm moving out. So I expected, here is something for you to move out with.
Bombastic side eye.
And I'm just there like, you guys are not...
You don't love me?
How many side?
Anything.
And that's the first day it hit me like, yo, you're doing this
On your
by
own.
yourself.
Yeah, ni wewe na wewe
It's you
too.
who's budgeting. It's you who's buying the shopping. When you are young, you just, it's time for shopping. Everything is there.
You put things in the cart.
Yes.
You just put.
Now it's more, do I need this? Which brand is this?
The
Like,
brand.
there's so many things that now start changing because it's you who's doing it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the essence of saving and budgeting has become so important because there are good months. Okay, I do have a 9 to 5, but I also do sometimes, I also fitness and social media.
Check out her page, guys.
Influencer.
So sometimes there are good months in terms of outside now, like the extra hassles, and then there are times where it's just like it's my 9 to 5. So it's just like the budgeting, the understanding. God forbid if I do get sick and I need medicine, and then as a girl, there's the extra things like the self-care, the nails, the
Pads,
periods,
yo.
Snacks.
the periods. So
Yeah.
Pads are a luxury, guys.
And I'm just like, wow, it's been a process. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, wow, I'm gonna steamer. And it just makes me happy because, wow, I paid for
You got the tokens, girl.
did that. And it just makes me nice. So
Good
it's
job,
not
girly.
generally an easy transition, especially if you don't have a constant income. I advise don't move out yet,
just
or
yet.
don't be completely independent. Yeah, unless you're willing to genuinely figure it out, because the minute you step out by your own, you genuinely have to figure
It's
it
rough.
out. You have to figure it out. So yeah, it's been a transition. I'm still learning.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to steal your sentence, but
You
mine is
literally
true.
moved out, yeah.
I just moved out. Like, I don't even think it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I think it's because for me, I reached a place where I'm getting a constant salary and stuff like that. And also I lived very far from work because I don't have a car. If you want to buy me one, please feel free. So right now, I'm at that stage where it's like I want so many things for my house.
Oh,
I know that
you want to
feeling.
furnish?
Y'all, I don't have a couch, okay?
It's coming. And you'll buy
It's
your...
been so nice sitting
okay.
here.
You can do
wow,
indoor
I
picnic.
missed it. On
Just
what?
open
I
the
don't have a
curtains.
carpet either.
I know that feeling. And it's
So
gonna come.
I've been
I mean,
on
it's been how long?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Just 2 weeks.
Just 2
Just 2
weeks,
weeks, yeah.
Exactly. It's
You've
so
seen that
fresh.
TikTok where is when you only had salary, like not salary, rent.
Rent, when you only had
Rent,
rent,
I don't
yeah.
have win.
Things to find.
Yeah,
like
is a
a
win. Yeah. So I'm also trying not to give myself too much pressure because the thing is, guys, it's not that I don't have money, but you see, the money that I can access, which I shouldn't, is mostly investments. So there's my bonds, there's my money market, but I shouldn't want to use that money. So I'm really trying to tell myself and give myself grace and just be like, Michelle, just save this salary, next one, the next one, and then get your couch. Instead of, using half of my next salary, I just have enough for rent. Because that's what I did this month, guys. I'm living on like 5,000 bob to the rest of the month. So, make smart choices.
Technically.
2 weeks, honey.
It's 18. You're basically at the 20th, which means it's the 30th.
Yes. So I'm trying to get better. In short, I'm trying to go back to my very strict, strategic, and well thought out plans. But right now, reckless spending.
Honestly, for me, I'm in the stage of where I'm figuring out how to manage and how to not necessarily save, but invest my money. So instead of saving, I do investments.
Yeah.
Where I put my money somewhere, and then in
Forget about
in a few
it.
years,
Gonna be-
it keeps growing other than saving it, and then I'm tempted to chovia
it.
yeah to access it,
a
which that's
problem.
where I am now. I'm just like you, girl. You my twin. We shouldn't be high-fiving, but yeah, so like I find I use money market funds as well. If you certain
Yo.
standard rewind.
No, I use CIC.
So now for
Money
Standard
market.
Chartered, they have this thing called Shilingi Fund. So now I put my money there, and then it like invests. They show you the market rate and then the percentage at which your money is growing at. So sometimes I'm like, hey, memea, sasa see, I can do a little bit.
Why
something.
shouldn't I touch a little?
Indulge.
Dip
Give
your
it to
toe.
myself. I usually get a monthly statement, and when I see, I'm usually just like,
But I can't.
But you know, one thing that I'm really like wonder or like surprised about is how people who maybe get a certain amount of like salary, maybe like 20K or something, and then they have like a family of like 3 kids, and I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
I don't think we need to dive
What's your
into that
secret?
because we don't know.
I don't know, but I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
cry.
Maybe if you guys know. Anyway.
Priorities, man.
And the thing you were mentioning about like if you don't have to move out, like don't do it. I was listening to a podcast yesterday and they're just talking about how to gain that financial freedom and like planning for retirement basically. And the guy was saying that usually people say like save like 20% or 30% of what you earn and then you live off of the rest. And he's just like, now to gain that freedom and to plan for retirement, it's the opposite. You save the 70% and live on the 30%. So it's just like when you're living with your parents or if you're staying with somebody else and you can avoid that paying rent thing, avoid it as much as you can, because the moment you have now the responsibility of those bills and everything, it's much heavier as opposed to if you're staying home with your mom, unamsaidia tu naka shopping, naka this and that, but you're still saving a lot more money. And I'm just like,
That's very smart.
No, yeah.
It's just staying home
I feel
till I'm
like
40.
sometimes there are people who they can't. You know where it's like for my sanity, I cannot live at home.
That's what I'm saying. If your environment allows you, it's like home is calm, everything is well. Why not?
Yeah.
But generally, if you generally feel like home is a bit toxic, maybe you're going through and you maybe like you work too far. So
my God.
sometimes
It
you
only
really
makes
have
sense. You
no
have no other
otherwise. But
option.
if you generally can stay home and everything,
Do it.
stay home.
And you guys, I don't know if you've been watching the news telling us how tough times are
Don't
coming.
remind us.
I was telling
Let
my
me tell
mom.
you, we have to talk about it
Yeah,
because
'cause I'm
It's
like,
like when you are supposed to adult is when time is like
it's like the economy is
show
like
you.
how to grow up.
baptism by fire.
I'm maybe an adult. Okay.
Because I was just like,
let
I
me
can
show you.
remember going to
Are you
school
ready?
and fuel used to be like 80 bobos.
80
Do you
bob
remember
is
a time?
There was a
80 bob?
time.
Yeah.
I mean,
80 like unaona
80
80 and then
is
kidogo
even
kidogo
seeming a lot.
100
Yeah.
kidogo.
I remember 70s and before it reached 100. I
Yeah,
remember.
exactly. And now
Now when I'm driving a car is when
must
you
be
want
nice.
it to be almost 200.
You can't even
almost
buy
start
it.
at tunafikia
Okay,
3.
Now,
Yeah.
you know when you drive your parents' car, but you know what? You know what I'm saying? Because like my mom has been sending me these videos of like different financial guys who are talking and saying how Kenya's economy is going into free fall, how the shilling is weakening and all of that. And I'm just usually asking her, okay, you're sending me these videos so that after nimenunua fridge side,
You want me to sleep?
What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to
what
recover?
am I doing with this information? You want me to come back?
Yeah, just say you want me to move back. Just
Is this your strategy? Is this, do you miss me, mom?
maybe it's working, mom. Maybe it's working. Yeah.
Stress.
So just to close off, which is basically what we've just gotten into, how would you describe your relationship with money right now, like currently?
That's a good question.
Maybe it feels overwhelming right now because I'm still learning a lot.
There's a lot to know.
And a lot is things are getting more expensive. You know that thing for things are getting more expensive, but you're not getting more money to be able to afford the expenses. That learning about, like the investments, where to invest, I used to plan things ahead with my friends and I could afford to be spontaneous anymore. I can't do it anymore. It's just like, I love you guys.
Be spontaneous,
Let's
you
video
need
call.
another month to recover.
Yeah. So right now it feels overwhelming for me.
I'm worried. I'm worried about where the economy is going, because these videos I've been watching, by the way, they've given me fear. Not that I'm accepting the fear, but if the worst case scenario does happen, I'm so afraid we'll reach a point where even the money I have put aside, I won't be able to access from the banks, because that's what people are talking about. If my money is locked,
especially if you're exchanging currencies,
like the case in Ghana where it's like, even with the banks, they're saying, yes, you have 10K in your account, but we're giving you access to 30. To 70%. The government is keeping 30%. So 10K is in your account,
You're getting
7. But you only have 7K.
Like the bank is managing my own money.
No. The government is managing the banks. And if we reach there,
it's hectic.
So me, I'm fearful.
Tutarudi kuweka pesa chini ya mattress.
Well, but you see, at least for those of us who are salaries were paid through the bank. And you can't exactly go to your employer and say, listen,
I want cash. Sahi.
Now
we can count together.
Oh my God. This topic is giving me a low straw.
Anxiety kidogo.
Whoa. I'm scared.
Yeah.
For me,
I don't know.
Gosh,
I feel like I'm
that
still
is
trying to
making us
figure it out, honestly, because like there's so many things to
There
learn.
is. I'm even listening to
Like
all of
you
it,
said about investments, all of that. Now things to do with like insurance, things to do with the retirement. You don't have to like retirement. You have to start
thinking about
saving earlier, because you have to start saving as early as
Don't
now.
wait until you're 40. Yeah, start now.
Guys, there's retirement, there's friends, there's family, there's yourself, there's
Pending children.
Insurance, your friends.
no, but still, like, when do you save for this? When do you save for
No, that's the thing.
You have to
We are figuring
prioritize.
it out,
Yeah.
you know?
Priorities, man.
You tuanze
Guys,
page iko living
I'm
in
so
your
ready.
20s.
this topic? I lost you.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I just advise people. I would advise everyone, even us girls. I mean, us girls, like everyone else of all genders. I mean, just like maybe do your research before you put your money somewhere.
Factors.
Know what is more important to you if it comes to saving, so that you don't find yourself being broke and yet you had like money a week ago and then the next week you have nothing, because it doesn't make any. I mean, it won't make a difference if your salary or whatever increases and you don't know how to manage your money.
You don't know what to do with the money.
I
Yeah.
always say you don't have money.
Yeah.
Yet
Now that you have it.
more money, but you keep on spending on more things because you're saying like, oh, itarudi. Oh, I have this left.
Next
So
month.
it's just about
Next
discipline, I
month.
guess. Exactly.
We start again.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe just pinch yourself or like have a rubber band. No, I can't. I can't do that.
Yeah. And I'd also say, like, don't be so quick to try and get money quickly as well, because that's how you can fall into some financial traps. You get
pyramid schemes and
yes,
whatnot.
yeah, things like that. Unapata nimetuma, when are we getting? You've been blocked. Yeah, so just do your research. Do what you can with what you have, and always try to educate yourself on the finances. That is the only maoni I have on that.
I have so many other suggestions, but we'll cover it in part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another episode of
In
Money.
another episode.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Tell us about your financial situations.
Stories,
how money is
scare
going
times,
for
the
you.
Financial
Whatever.
advisors.
All of that. And yeah, see you in the next one.
Bye.